about that? We got something else in common now.
Why, yes. Thank you.
Remember that time when I forgot to switch the intro for our Christmas episode?
Was not expecting that.
I mean, that was like I didn't think we'd get like a specific Christmas intro, but like, man, the tone's gonna be really different.
I'm just glad we got to see
It's going to be a
Chainsaw
picture
Bear
of all of us.
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, I was supposed to put up the Venture Brothers one, like just go back to the original, but then I didn't. So instead we get the very disturbing Texas Chainsaw Massacre opening. But Joel's right. We got Chainsaw Bear one more time, so
Yeah.
oh, it's all great.
Is that a Christmas present to yourself?
Yeah. Do you guys like my new nickname? I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice it.
It's a Chainsaw Enthusiast Christmas. So we don't usually do an end of the year episode, but Ryan came up with this wonderful idea that we could do. It's kind of on brand for us. A kind of a binge-ish where we watch a whole bunch of different versions of A Christmas Carol. We get together and talk about them. And Joel wears a very bright, annoying hat for the whole episode, which I'm very on board for. Please don't take it off.
Got it.
Or, in other words,
Do your thing, cuz.
Do you think, cuz?
Oh god.
I feel like I should shorten it a little bit, but it's not the same without the chainsaw throw.
No, you need the build up.
Yeah.
Because you can feel Matt's temperature rising in that little snippet.
With every rattle of the chainsaw, you just know it's rattling Matt's brain.
Yep.
Not really anymore, to be fair. It's not bothering me that much now. Now it's just like, oh god, here we go again.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot. I still like that button. It's still a very fun button, and I'm gonna use it until I'm told not to, and then I'll probably use it some more. So here we are. We're gonna talk about 4 different versions of A Christmas Carol. I liked one of them. I tolerated another one of them, which was unfortunately my own. And then I fucking hated 2 of them. But it did lead me to this very, very important realization, if you will, that I think I should mention from the top. I fucking hate A Christmas Carol. I did not know I hated A Christmas Carol until we did this experiment. I don't like the story. I don't like the characters. I like nothing about this. So let's do a great episode, guys.
I kind of feel like the same way I do as Miracle on 34th Street.
Okay.
It's like it's been done so many times. It's just sort of ephemeral.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be good or bad. It just is.
I disagree. I think it should be good, and it's not. But I was talking to my wife about it last night, and I'm like, I don't know what it is, but it's like, I just sit here, I look at this story, because we were watching Scrooge last night, which is the one I liked, and I'm like, this is the best version of it, because it's the least Christmas Carol of it.
Yes.
But I'm still just like, who the fuck likes this story? And she's like, well, it's a classic. I'm like, that's not a reason. That's just a thing.
That's what it's been branded.
Even if it's a shitty classic, that means it's shitty. And I think Christmas Carol is shitty. It's my hot take. Here we go with my hot coffee. And yeah. Anybody else have any realizations while doing this beyond Joel should not have picked his movie?
It's funny. I don't know where I came up with it. It's just one of those things that begs more interpretation. You look at the other, like Miracle on 34th Street. It's a very straightforward story, and with this retelling, with Christmas Carol, there's so many different versions. You got the George C. Scott one, you got the Patrick Stewart, you've got the 4 that we're talking about today. There's different versions of this, and you think about it, and like maybe next year we do It's a Wonderful Life and talk Nicolas Cage Family Man. Like, when you take these classics and you rebrand them, it's either going to work or it's not going to work. But it's with Christmas Carol, the story is just so straightforward, and that's what I appreciate Scrooge, which is the one I chose. It takes it keeps the mentality of the story alive, but twists it, and it's a better twist. I don't anyway, but the Muppets one is fine to me. I think that's the most kid friendly one. But man, that Blackadder, fine, but not for me. But I mean, I guess when you take creative license and you try to spin things, it's either going to make or break you, as we'll find out when we discuss these movies.
You didn't touch on one of the movies.
There's a reason for that.
Is that a Polar Express mug?
It sure is.
God damn it!
You got a hard on for Robert Zemeckis and computer.
No, Kelly does.
And his fucking horrible 3D animated movies. All right, Matt, where were you on these? You picked the Blackadder episode that all us poor Americans are like, oh, we don't get all of British humor.
I mean, I think like watching it again for the first time, I suddenly realized, oh, you probably should have watched the whole Blackadder series up until the point they made this to understand it, because like they go back into series 2 and series 3 of Blackadder. So there's a few like sort of in jokes there that like, nah, yeah, I can see why they're not enjoying it, because they probably haven't seen the rest of the show to actually get that. But what I like about that one is the way that it kind of like flips it a little bit. Like it makes like Scrooge is the nicest person and then turns him into the horrible person. But I've never been a big fan of Christmas Carol either, to be honest. Like, I mean, mine's a bit more personal. Like, when I was in year 4, so that's 8 years old or something like that, my school was putting on a Christmas production of it, and I auditioned for a role and got a standing ovation from like all the other people in the class when I did the audition, and didn't get the part, and they gave it to someone who was fucking terrible. So I have a personal anger for this from this fucking story.
4th grade Peter.
Yep.
Diabolical situation.
Fuck you, Miss whatever the hell your name was. I can't remember now.
Joel, where'd you land on these things? I think you're coming from a very different camp.
Yeah. So first of all, I'm not a big Bill Murray fan.
Okay.
Just his general Murray-ness of it all, I don't care for it. The way he carries himself and stuff. Scrooge is a fun movie, so don't get me wrong. It's very good, but that's like a big sour point for me. Muppets Christmas Carol, I've seen too many times to count. You know, it's fun, it's silly. I'm not going to be paying that much attention to when I watch it, just because it's that backdrop movie. Blackadder, I enjoyed it. At the very least, I enjoy it more than Ryan and Brian did. I agree. A lot of it is just sort of like, okay, it's a TV show episode. But I like that it's flipping it on its head, like you mentioned, Matt. I like the whole conceit about like he's this. It's not even a good guy. He's just somebody that gets stomped all over. He's a pushover, right? Yeah. He's a pushover. So it was funny seeing him go to the absolute opposite extreme. They did the very funny thing where it's like the Queen's coming to visit to give you 50,000 pounds for being such a good guy and kicking him out. It has touches of, it's probably just British humor in general, but Fawlty Towers has a lot of that sort of like you get your comeuppance for the stupid and cruel things you did kind of stuff. So I found that fun. And, A Christmas Story.
Christmas
do
Story?
I need... Well, I wish it was a Christmas Story.
So do I.
Love a Christmas Story. Christmas Carol, Jim Carrey's a treasure. And I just want to see the look.
He is. So let's get him in a movie. Not whatever the fuck that was.
This movie, I think I mentioned it before. It's like a moving Thomas Kincaid painting, where it's like the artwork isn't that great, but it does the sort of light, the color of light and the way it illuminates everything pretty well. So it's like it's kind of just that, with Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey in I think he was 3 different characters in that movie.
There's at least 2.
Yeah. I think he was he was the, Scrooge. He was Ghost of Christmas Present.
No, the other one, the past.
He was both.
He was all
well, you know,
three.
let's be fair. I've never made it to Ghost of Christmas Present, so I wouldn't know.
But it's funny because it's like he doesn't quite do a good enough job being distinct enough to where if you're watching, it's like, okay, yeah, well, number one, the past one is just this big dumb face in a candle form.
God, that was horrible.
That's why I've turned the movie off now many times.
In Christmas Present, it's different, but it's like you can just hear it's his deeper voice with the sort of like jolliness to it. It kind of reminds me of a Polar Express where it was Tom Hanks playing a few characters, and it's like I can still tell it's you, Tom Hanks. Dude, try a little harder. I don't know. It kind of jives with what we said about A Christmas Carol in general. I'm kind of whatever about it, but I've seen it so many times, and be fortunate that Kelly's not here because she'd be spitting venom right now at you all.
I honestly feel like if Chewie's favorite Christmas movie was that movie, we would have problems. It's just like I just can't. Like, there's so many things I can subject myself to. I've literally tried this movie so many times, I cannot finish it. Like I told you guys earlier, this is the only movie I've been podcasting for over 10 years. I couldn't finish it. And I've tried so many times. I've watched the worst fucking movies, and this one...
Okay, so this is the guy who actually finished The Reef.
Yeah. Finished The Reef. Not Christmas
But Andrea Bocelli's in the soundtrack. Like, how did you not?
I don't need him. I'm good.
I mean, given like Joel compared it to a painting based off of the 3-minute trailer that I watched. If I was comparing it to a painting, it'd be Hieronymus Bosch, and that's just because of his depictions of hell.
I mean, so I was doing like my notes, like just trying to collect just like facts on, everything from like Christmas carols. And like I got this one table that's like a summary of like what you're looking for to get out of your Christmas carol experience, which movie you should watch, which was kind of interesting. So like if you want the purest like film to book adaptation, you go for the 1951. If you want kids and nostalgia, you go for Mickey or you go for Muppets. Yeah. And if you want visual spectacle, you go for Joel's. You go for nothing else but that.
But even the visuals looked like a PlayStation 2 game.
I mean, at the time they were more impressive, but still not great, because that's why I didn't want to see it, because it looked weird.
Is that a dig?
Also, there's like, the amount of comments on that trailer, on the YouTube video for the trailer, saying, this looks incredible. Like, they should make more films like this. And I'm sitting there thinking, no, they fucking shouldn't. Never do this again.
What's great about this, or lack thereof, is this movie has not aged well. The computer graphics have not done well with motion cap. I mean, look what, now you have things like Avatar coming out that have completely and seamlessly blended the motion capture that Christmas Carol tried to, but it's so raw when you watch this version of A Christmas Carol, like just the clunkiness of it. I mean, look at Gary Oldman and look at Jim Carrey as Ghost of Christmas Past. Like, there's so many things that just don't measure up. Gary Oldman as Marley, some cool things there. I thought that was cool, but
wait. Marley's which one?
The
is
ghost,
Marley?
the first ghost that warns them that they're coming.
Oh, the one that just throws bricks at him the whole time?
Right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I
Rick Marley.
The jaw, when he puts his jaw back up.
Okay.
I got to rewind for a second. You're comparing a pretty harmless Christmas movie to a film series that the man has spent at least a quarter of his life preparing for.
I'm just talking about the advance in motion capture. To think that
The Last of Us has better motion capture. That's a game.
Yeah.
To think that was the end all be all, like we've reached our peak, is problematic. When 3 years later,
this is
Avatar
like,
comes out?
you know what? This is like if you talk to any of us growing up and we went from the Super Nintendo to the Nintendo 64. We went, whoa! How do these graphics get any better? time and place. It's context. Come on.
I mean, to be fair, he's not wrong there. I do remember watching the first trailer for Metal Gear Solid 2 and be like, oh my god, this looks real. Look at him. He can blink his eyes.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
The first time I let
He has eyes.
first time you let Mario from Mario 64 just stand still and he breathes and it's like, whoa, the detail. No, I see what you mean, Joel, but at the same time, it's unwatchable. Like, and that's where that's my biggest problem with Joel's movie. And then we're gonna go back around and start, beating up everybody's. Because they're all worth it.
Done early.
This is very reminiscent of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It's the Christmas Carol.
That's why I
massacre.
used it as the opening. Obviously, it certainly wasn't a mistake. But no, my problem is, I like Jim Carrey. I like Gary Oldman. I like a lot of the cast. I love Robert Zemeckis on most days. Like, he's made some great films, but
He's made the Back to the Future films. Like,
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump is like a member berries for Gen X's.
Forrest Gump is one of my favorite movies, and I'm not Gen X, so shut it.
Now that's a hot take. That's nuts.
We're trying to change the
I don't
subject,
get that.
Joel.
Anyhow, I like Robert Zemeckis.
I don't care how you did on this movie. It's like, just because I take mild amusement out of it doesn't mean I've got some, deep-seated love and I'm going to defend this to the death. I'm not Kelly, All
right, so for future Kelly, when she listens to this, no, my issue is it's mostly that I like all these things, but you put them in this movie and it just feels like a stew that doesn't come together. Like, we have like the very Charles Dickens-y voice acting, whatever performance you want it to be, but then he'll still cut it with the very Jim Carrey like sense of humor, and it never meshes for me to the point where like it pushes me away from the movie. Like, you get to the part of like the Marley, where Marley is like, over the next 3 nights, you have the like, can we just do it in one night? Like, the way that's delivered, it felt like it just was like a riff moment from Jim Carrey. Like, it felt like he was breaking character, and like that happens a lot, and it drives me nuts.
To be fair, like I'm not a huge Jim Carrey fan in general. I can think 3 films of his that I actually really enjoy: The Mask, First Ace Ventura film, and Liar Liar. Those are the only 3 films of his that I've really sort of liked and gone, okay, I really enjoyed that film.
You need
Ace Ventura 2 is better than 1. I'm just throwing that out there.
You gotta extend your arms a little more on his filmography there, man. I don't know.
Back with A Christmas Carol, though, the movie, back to the clunkiness of it, like, the movie just ends. It just ends. If you look at, and if I'm remembering correctly, you look at all the other movies and it shows Scrooge going out and doing all these wonderful things and connecting with Cratchit and being with Tiny Tim. And at the end of this movie, you have Cratchit coming in, and doesn't he say like, "Oh, I'm going to raise your wages," and then he leaves, and they're like, "Oh yes, he changed his ways," and it's just, that's it. The movie's over.
Isn't that just when you stopped watching it, Ryan? Did you just turn it off at that point?
Out because they do touch on that stuff pretty distinctly.
But isn't it just
so Brian's version ended after the first ghost. Very strange.
Yeah.
Ryan's version ended just before the end. My version never even started.
To me, it's clunky. It's clunky storytelling, from what I remember and what I fell asleep through. That could very well be the problem. But isn't it something like Cratchit is explaining that, oh yeah, he changed his ways, and then you just see him walking down the street and that's it, it's over?
Things happen before that.
Right. He connects with his nephew, which is sad. Brian, get ready, I'm going to tee you up. Which is sad because Ebenezer never gave his nephew a cousin.
Do your thing, cuz.
Beautiful.
I knew exactly what you're like. Right, I'm ready.
His finger's always hovering over that button. Just like...
So, from my recollection, he does the whole what they.
You're the one who watched the whole thing.
Well, I watched the whole thing several times before, but that doesn't mean I memorized the ending of a movie that is just a retelling of a story that's been told over and over again. I don't know why you're being so mean to this movie.
Because it sucks.
It is not. Well, like the critiques, it's like, yeah, but I could critique that about a lot of renditions of a Christmas Carol. Like it.
Agreed. I don't like A Christmas Carol.
Here's the other thing with this movie. You can't really understand Jim Carrey talking some of the time. When he tries to do all these different accents, when he does the breathy stuff for the Ghost of Christmas Past, you have to have the subtitles on in order to hear and make sure you're understanding everything. When he is Ebenezer and he's mumbling, you can't understand shit. Mm-hmm. And then when he's the jolly good guy, like it's almost every other word, you just have to kind of strain to hear. He's trying to do too much with basic things.
Okay.
We broke Joel.
I have nothing left to give. I don't know what to tell you at this point. I accept the critique, and I'm not heartbroken enough to really fight it very much.
My son watched a little bit of A Christmas Carol. He watched the whole thing of Muppets, and I asked him, I go, which one did you like better? And he said Muppets.
Well, of course.
That just goes back to like comparing to Apple.
Because
that's like saying
yes, compared to one of the best things that's been made in this.
This argument's over. That's it.
I mean, like what you just did there, Ryan, is you basically said, hey, which would you rather have? This chocolate bar or this broccoli?
This fucking thing came on screen, and Chewie, who had not seen this movie, just went, nope, don't like that.
The more I look at it, like the more I feel like it's staring into my soul.
Look at its black eyes. The blackest eyes.
Okay, but like, Marvel stole this several years later in Thor: Love and Thunder. So like, there must be something valuable there, right?
Even that CGI.
They stole Love and Thunder. Like, clearly not.
Even that CGI is panned as some of the worst.
Oof. All right, we can stop beating up on Joel's wife's favorite movie. I feel bad, not really.
I don't care.
Yeah, and it's a
but
shitty
you're
movie.
Also, you're welcome.
Well, you know what? It was partly your movie that made me realize I don't like these movies. But Matt's was the one that made me go, I don't like any interpretation of this either. Like, it's not like the rest of the, like, we have two that are pretty, like, trying to be following the book. Like, mine just put Muppets in it, but otherwise it follows the book pretty well. Joel's, which is just a faithful adaptation. Then Matt's goes crazy left field, and then Ryan's is just, a Coke-filled,
comedy dream.
Cokey Coke movie of Coke and more Coke. Just watch anyone in that.
Fights with Richard Donner, but we'll get there.
Matt, what did you just why what is Blackadder? Like what did I miss? What don't I get about this? Because like I'm watching it going, I love Rowan Atkinson. I do. So like every time he's on screen, I'm like, oh, that guy's great. What's happening?
So basically it's a series that the first series was in 1983, and it basically what it is, it's a historic sitcom, kind of. It's not really, I don't know, it's not really situation comedy. It's more like it's a historic comedy, and what they do is they insert like each series or season to you Americans is a different period in history. So the first series was just before Henry VIII. So like it comes up with this thing like the idea that like when Richard III fell in battle, there was a hidden piece of history where there was Richard IV for like a little bit between. That's like when that story takes place. The first series was not very well received. It was very expensive to make, and then they sort of like scaled that back for the second and did a lot less location shooting. And the second series is like one of the ones where like people say it's like the best one. That's during the Elizabethan era. So that's where we go back into the Elizabethan era for one bit of that there. So that's Queen Elizabeth. With Lord Melchett and all this, and it's basically like each series is like throughout a little different period in history. The third series is Georgian, I think, it's Prince Regent or Prince George or something like that, and Blackadder's basically his butler. And then the fourth series is in the trenches in World War One. But the Christmas Carol version came out before they'd done the fourth series, though.
Okay.
So that's why they don't go into like the World War One or anything. Well, you go into the future anyway for that. But it's one of those things where they do a lot of the historical stuff quite well as well. There's like, so they do stories about, there's one of them that's about what was his name? Oh, fuck's sake, the explorer.
Dora.
I can't remember his name, but basically there's an episode about that. No, British guy. But then there's like in the third series, there's an episode around where they cover about stuff like the Scarlet Pimpernel and stuff like that.
Right.
And then
so
like
I get it. And I get how a Christmas Carol episode would wrap into that. Is this like, how popular is Blackadder just in general? Like, is it
pretty popular.
Yeah. Okay.
Like on like top British sitcoms list, it's pretty high up usually. It's usually at least in the top 10 somewhere.
Like when you'd mentioned, I'd heard of it. Because I know Rowan Atkinson, but beyond that, I hadn't really. And then like watching this one, and then what's his name? Robbie, the ghost.
Robbie Coltrane.
Yes. When he popped up, I'm like, I love this guy too. Like it was fun seeing him. Like the performances are great. It's fun. I think I was just so removed from Blackadder entirely that watching this one just kind of felt like, I feel like I'm like attending a party that I wasn't invited to.
I agree.
I think it's one of those things where, like, as I was watching, I was thinking, I bet they would have enjoyed it a lot more if they'd actually have seen the series that came before this, because there is like, there's the elements that are in there that, like, especially when you go back into the Ghost of Christmas Past, takes them into those different time periods and stuff like that. And there's a lot of the characters as well. Like, you don't really have the full understanding of Baldric, with the fact that he is just like throughout all of like history, he is always just like hanging around with Blackadder, and he is just like very, very, very terrible hygiene and stuff like that, and can't spell, can't read or anything. An absolute idiot, basically. So I think there is that context missing there.
It did make me curious about going back and watching more of it, because it's not like I didn't like it. It's just I didn't get it, which is not great for listening to a podcast of like your podcasters just going like, yeah, it didn't make sense to me. But it made me more like curious about it, even if I didn't really enjoy it.
It's also very British. It's also very, very British as well, because it is about British history. It's not like they're going into the American Revolutionary War at any point. No, it's all like the very British parts of history. Like the Elizabethan era, the Georgian era, and then the trenches in World War One. Like the World War One episode, actually, the very last episode. I won't spoil how it ends, but there was like I remember there being like a newspaper article about when kids are being taught about World War One. Most of the time, like they will have a lesson where they will watch that last episode, and just like because it is really kind of it does a really good job of depicting like sort of trench warfare and like not like blood and guts, but just what it was just generally like as like a day-to-day thing, and just like the pointlessness of the war and stuff like that, like
I mean, that sounds interesting. Like I'm interested in the show now. I just
and what's actually quite good about it, because each series is its own kind of contained thing. You can skip the first series, just go straight to the second series, and be like, because it's the Elizabethan thing. There's very little references to previous series in there, and you get some great sort of episodes where you have like Rick Mayall shows up in one of I think you probably know him from Drop Dead Fred.
Oh, sure.
He's the imaginary friend. He shows up in one episode and just basically he's in it for like 5 minutes and steals the whole episode. He's just absolutely fantastic. And there's other things like third series has Hugh Laurie in. I mean, he was in the Christmas
He was
Carol
in
when
this
he
one.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Prince Regent.
Chewin had that moment of like, it's so weird seeing Hugh Laurie like back in like his actual native country after House, because it's just like he's such
Before
a
House.
yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, but like going back to that, like it's a weird. Like you used to be kind of a goofball. Like you were funny.
Oh yeah,
I'm so used to.
That's the thing that's so weird for me is like knowing him as Dippy King Prince George, and then like seeing him in House is like super serious. It's like this is weird. Like, and you know, there's like one of the best lines I think that he has in the whole series is in the fourth one, and there's a line where basically someone says to him, "Oh, don't forget your stick," and he's like, "Want to face a machine gun without that, sir?"
I gotta say that this Christmas special, a few things I love about it. One, we talked about it turning itself on its head, where he starts good and then sees the error of his ways and being good. But they play with it so much, and I love how near the end, when the ghost is trying to like step out and leave, he's like, "Nope, I'm gonna do the whooshing thing, and I'm gonna make the Christmas future look thing," and him seeing like, "Oh, this is what I'd be good, this is what I'd be bad," and him turning. I don't know. It's the humor there is quiet, but it's there, and it got me chuckling a few times. It did.
So for me, it's British humor is something in and of itself that I classify it as very intelligent humor. It doesn't have to be in your face for you to sit there and laugh for a while at it. And that's exactly what I got. And that's where I appreciate this show, is because, you know, I prefer the original Office, the British Office, over the American. I get a lot of flack for that, but I don't care. You know, and this, the only thing that really took me out again is, you know, we're plopping down right in the middle of the season, essentially. But
well, it's a one-off special, and that's the thing. Like, so it's this one-off special, but you have no context for like when because like I said, you can watch each series or each season individually. It doesn't matter because like they're all self-contained. But then you have this special where it actually does go into previous seasons, and like it's basically like it's giving you like these mini episodes that you never saw from the earlier seasons.
What I really came away with is just how much of a physical actor and how much physicality Rowan Atkinson really brings to any role that he does. The dude with his facial expressions never leaves anything on the table, and that was what made me get through the whole thing, is just watching him, you know. And again, I liked how they flipped it. You can take a classic story like A Christmas Carol and do something different, like Scrooge and Blackadder did. So
yeah, no, I agree with you there, Ryan. Like, watching Rowan Atkinson is a joy in whatever he's in. I think
that's why Mr. Bean was such a success. I think because like what you're saying about the facial expression and everything. I mean, like the great thing about Mr. Bean is that it's universal because it's
so good.
Virtually dialogueless. So it doesn't matter if you're French, you're Spanish, you're German, you're Japanese, or anything like that. You can watch that without really needing any sort of translation thing, because a lot of the comedy in it is physical, and it is.
I almost had Corin crying when I showed him the Mr. Bean trying to put on his swimsuit at the beach over his pants.
Oh yeah, and it's a blind guy.
And then it's a blind guy. Like, it is one of the funniest, because he does it. He actually figures out how to get it on with his pants on, and by the time it's all done, then the guy stands up and walks away. It's like, God. And it's a long bit. It just keeps going, but it's so damn funny. All right, speaking of a long bit that keeps going, let's talk about the Muppet Christmas Carol. Enjoy setting myself up for that one. I love the Muppets. I've been a Muppets fan since I can remember. Everyone's got a favorite Muppet. I have a trouble picking one. Like, it's one of those, like, I love them all. Like, well, you got to have Kermit or no, Piggy. It's definitely going to be Piggy because Piggy's the best one, but that's not talking about Gonzo. And then I'm just like, I'm off. Because obviously the answer is Sam Eagle, right? Right? Yeah. No, probably not. But I could do this all day. I loved this movie for a very long time. And then it kind of hit the same tipping point. I realized this time that I realized with Die Hard when we did our Die Hard series of I've seen it too many times. Like, at this point, I can recite almost the whole movie back to front. I think it's great. I think Michael Caine is amazing in it. I love the way the Muppets fit into it. But as it's going, I start glazing over and just like, I'm good. Like I don't need to watch it anymore. So that's not really an insult against the movie. It actually means the movie did its job so well that I'm just like, I've loved it too much at this point. Like I've squeezed all the life out of it. But there are still things that I enjoy. I still love the framing story of Gonzo. I think him and Rizzo, like it brings something different to this that we don't get otherwise. That's really fun.
You can fit through the bars.
That might be my favorite bit in the whole film. Like the way he's just been at the top of the thing. He jumps down and then he's like, "Oh, I forgot this." And he's like,
"My jelly beans." There's two things I'm afraid of: heights and falling from them.
The whole movie is just full of those little bits that just make it that much better. Then you have Michael Caine, who's refusing...
Light the candle, not the rat. Light the candle, not the rat.
So it's always entertaining. Like it's fun. Like, and I wish I'd watched it with my kiddo because he didn't want to. He wanted to watch Bad Guys 2, and I'm like, no, we're gonna watch Muppet Christmas Carol, and he's like, no, we are not. He definitely won that battle. Because
that's
I think
duct tape's for, right? You sit him on the chair and you just wrap it round, and then like you will watch this.
There are different child rules in America, apparently.
A lot of duct tape when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And matchsticks in the eyes.
Yeah, very, very Clockwork Orange. You will watch Muppet Christmas Carol. It's a delight. But there are like the one-off jokes. I love that. I think my favorite thing just about like when Muppets do these sorts of things is that you know the cast of the Muppets. You've seen the Muppet Show. You've seen something. You know the leader is Kermit. Like the right-hand man is usually either Gonzo, or if you're watching the Muppet Show, it's Scooter. Like you know even if you don't know all the characters off the top of your head, you know like Peggy's girlfriend. Like, you know who they all are. It's kind of like cultural lexicon. I think from millennials on up. I don't know if Gen Z down has that same sort of level or love with the Muppets. I just don't know. But when they do these sorts of interpretations, you don't necessarily have to hire like the main guy for the main role. Like they're willing to let like, well, Kermit's just going to be Cratchit because he's not going to be the main. He's not going to be Scrooge. And like I like that they're willing to use the Muppets for what the Muppet would be best for, as opposed to who is the most popular Muppet. It's like they actually do like a casting on it, and it's fun. It just shows a level of care that they have. Because was this? Correct me if I'm wrong. This is Brian's first time directing, or is it like his first time fully directing?
Well, this one came up with a thing at the front saying "Dedicate to the memory of Jim Henson." I think Jim Henson had just died.
But is it Brian's first directorial debut?
So I think it probably was then, because if Jim Henson was no longer there, I'm guessing that's when Brian took over.
Well, from what I understand, the entire concept of this happened after Jim died, but like very recently, and it was like one of those things they brought it to Brian, like, would you want to do this? And it's like, yeah, and it just works as a movie, like to the point where like I'm listening to the dialogue in Joel's piece of shit motherfucking bastard movie, and the dialogue's the same because it's going to the Charles Dickens, and I've gotten so used to the Muppet movie, I had forgotten like, oh, this isn't the Muppets, this is Christmas Carol. So like when the same lines start coming out of those weird melty candle people, I'm like, what? Get out of the Muppets lane.
At least you can understand the dialogue.
I guess it's true. Yeah, that's well. I mean, and you can with the Muppets, which is nuts.
You guys need to get the shit out of your ears. I don't know what to tell you.
No. But the other thing that this one has, the other ones don't, is music. And the music, for the most part, is actually pretty good. It's fun. Like that initial song they're going through, like just about Mr. Scrooge. Like like it's that perfect, like, Muppets. Like it does a good job with it. Yeah, that's all I really had. I love it. It's fun. I don't know how much I'm going to return to it because one, it's a Christmas Carol and I just don't like a Christmas Carol. And two, I've just seen it so many times. Like I'd watch it with my son, of course. I'd watch it like at a party, but I don't think I'll be turning it on myself really anymore.
Can we talk about how hard Michael Caine goes in the paint for a Muppet movie?
He really does.
He does not give a shit. He's like,
I think that's what works. I think that's why the film works so much, is the fact that he's like, no, this is serious Dickensian drama, and I'm going to play it as a serious Dickensian drama. I'm just going to pretend that these Muppet things are actual people.
Yeah. But he does it in the whole movie. Like when we're getting to the point where like he has to go, like I watched the one that's on Disney Plus that had like the full version. It has like an extra song in it. But like when he gets to go back to that part and like see like his lost love, like he sells that. Like,
Oh yeah.
like he is upset and like, why torture me, ghost or spirit? And it's like, you know it's a Muppet, right?
Floating on a string.
Yeah. But I also think my favorite thing that this one does versus the other ones is the ghost that visits originally. Like we have the brick chucker, we have I don't know what to call the thing from Scrooge. It's kind of like the undead things from American Werewolf in London.
It's a corpse. Hey, it got an Oscar nod for best makeup.
Did it really? Wow.
Yeah,
it's impressive. I mean, it is good makeup, but it's like
it was very good makeup. To be fair, like
but it's not Statler and Waldorf, which is just
right.
You don't beat that. Like that is you have to play the crotchety old dead man. We have the Muppet for you.
so much so that we have two of them.
We got two of them. You get one of the best. One of the best songs of the movie. One of the best scenes of the movie. It's just I love it. I love it.
But even that, like to have Bleecker be the one that comes and asks for money, like because Bleecker you can't understand him. Like that's just that. You need someone to come and beg. We got Bleecker and someone. Yeah. It just works, and of course you're going to put Miss Piggy and Kermit as the Cratchits. Yep. It just works. And to have
the Swedish chef as a chef,
right?
that was great.
Fozzie Bear as the fun-loving businessman, like it works, And who's the teacher?
Sam Eagle.
The eagle being it. Everything just works with how well they put this all together. Like, and it's a Muppet movie. They just like let's just have the Muppets tell the story. No, the personalities were given to the characters of A Christmas Carol, and they could have just as easily put anybody in the Scrooge. But the fact that they're like, let's have a human do it. Let's get Michael Caine, and it just works so well. And where I think the problem with The Christmas Story is it's a very preachy story, and we've watched 4 of them. So we've been proselytized quite a bit in the course of a week. So that can be annoying. But if you just sit down and watch that, you kind of get that lighthearted feeling after this. Even with Scrooge, that's a screwball comedy. But with the Muppets, just having these lovable characters, these things that you want to hug, just make you feel better about the holiday season is worth something, I think.
Yeah. And then, yes, it does make it like, I get why it's a lot of people's holiday tradition. It was for me until this year. Now I'm done. But, well, that's not true. If Corin wants to watch it, then I will. But the one thing...
No, I want to watch Bad Guys too.
He probably will. He loves Bad Guys. Which I don't... Fuck Bad Guys too. It's not a good movie.
I think what made that
that
made it
behind you or something.
Yeah,
the little look back is what made that. Like,
I just don't like that movie. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
It doesn't. My son liked it though.
The whole they're stealing the belt. He's just standing there holding. He's like, "No, I'm not." Like, get him. He's stealing. He's like, "No, I'm not. You can have it back." Like, it's like, he can't believe he stole that belt. He was trying to hand it to you. This movie makes no sense. It's fine. Shifting gears radically before I go down that rabbit hole. There is something that they have in the Muppet movie that none of the rest of them have. And I mean, they'll have this character, but they don't have it played by this huge, crazy fucking Muppet. And it's the Ghost of Christmas Present. That thing steals this show. I mean, I think it does in a lot, but just that gargantuan, goofy Muppet of the come in and know me better, man. Like that. He still brings me joy, even being tired of this and like having seen it so many times. And because he's not like, I feel like there's a version of this where that was just Sweet Tooth, and I would have been okay with that. That would have been hilarious, but instead they go for this actual thing, and it just works, and I love it.
To that, I'm gonna say, their version of allegory in terms of showing how the present fades.
Yeah.
is much better than A Christmas Carol. Sorry, Joel. Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey tries way too hard to be frightening, or moody, whereas this one is just like, yep, my hair is growing white. I'm gonna pass. See ya. It doesn't have to be in your face, especially for a kid's story, which Jim Carrey's version is a kid's story, but like it's very nuanced in this. Like, yep, my hair is like first you see bits of orange and white, and then it's all white, and he goes, "I'm passing too," and then that's it. Like perfect.
Yeah. No,
Full-blown skeleton with eyeballs.
I think it's good. I like it. I had a really good time watching it and saying mostly farewell to it. Nothing against it. I've seen it too many times. Like I went to go see the Die Hard musical that's playing here in Burbank. It's called Die Hard, and it is fucking hysterical. But even as it started, like they started like a projector showing the beginning of Die Hard, and I still had that thing of like I've seen it too many times, just too many times. But then the musical was wonderful. If you happen to live in the Burbank area and comes out while it's still playing, you should go see it. It's really, really, really funny. And standard like theater stuff. They take shots at like public, like current events, and it was cathartic, is what I'll say. All right, Ryan, let's bring this thing home before we're gonna do something to finish this episode. But let's talk a little bit of Scrooged.
So Scrooged is A Christmas Carol on coke. That's essentially what it is. It was a popular thing in the 80s. No, it's just
cocaine.
Right.
Yes.
And you know what? You'll love it.
It's a retelling, much like Spirited, which I think Brian said he was thinking about gonna do. Yeah. And then he switched to the Muppets. So it's just a reimagining of the story, but with a different tale. What I like about this, what I really enjoyed, and what makes this probably my favorite telling of A Christmas Carol, is the fact that A Christmas Carol exists in this movie. Like, he talks about the story. They call it Scrooged. So he's experiencing the story as he's putting it on. I think that's a very brilliant take. But I mean, this movie is chock full of great actors: Karen Allen, Forsythe, Bob Goldthwait, Murray, even though he was Bill Murray. I mean, Buddy Hackett is in it as Scrooge. You've got Lee Majors in the opening for a Christmas special that I would watch the night the reindeer
that looked incredible. Like I really wanted to see the night the reindeer died. Like
I'd watch that movie 9 times out of 10 with a firestorm cannon in the North Pole. Absolutely.
Now, I had to watch this one while being very tired last night, but it kept me up. So that's saying something, because usually if I'm tired, I'm gone, even if it's a movie I like. But I stayed awake for this one, but I'm still a little fuzzy on the details. Is that the trailer that scared the woman to death?
No, that's
no. The trailer that scared the woman to death was just Bill Murray's trailer of that he put together of like all the horrific things going on, and like you must watch Scrooge to stop them from happening or something.
Right.
That's ringing a bell then.
That's just one program that they're airing this Christmas season, is The Night the Reindeer Died, along with Robert Goulet in the Louisiana Bayou.
I mean, it is genuinely a tragedy we didn't get the day the reindeer died, or the night the reindeer died, because that looked so much fun. Like Lee Majors coming in, who I read like originally they wanted Chuck Norris, and he was too busy at the time. Another thing that, like, because I was watching this and I was sort of thinking there's just something a bit off about Bill Murray's performance in this.
It's like terrible.
It just doesn't feel right. Like I said, it doesn't feel like Bill Murray from like Ghostbusters. And then I read that he'd had like 3 years off of being in films and basically had almost forgotten how to act in films. That makes sense. Yeah.
And that he was trying to improv a whole lot, and Richard Donner was like, cut it out. Stop. Like, him and Donner did not like each other at all.
Apparently Richard Donner kept Richard Donner kept telling him to be louder as well, which is why he's basically shouting throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's where like I did like this one. I had a good time with it, but it's like the performance for Bill Murray, to be polite, would say it's uneven. To be honest, it's pretty bad.
It's bad. It's the one downfall of this whole movie.
And that's really it. Like the biggest problem for me in it is him, because like the stuff that works really works. I do like the way like the story is told. Like I love the bringing the Bobcat Goldthwait, like especially by the time of the end where he's just completely snapped. He's trying to kill Bill Murray, but they befriend each other anyways.
And he's not Cratchit. The Cratchit
Yeah.
character is his secretary, Grace.
Yeah.
And,
Which
and
is
like
that's a good twist on it. Like it works.
yeah. Well, even then too, like having the son, like the son's perfectly fine. He just hasn't talked because he witnessed the murder. And to have him be the one that comes out and say, God bless, like that just pulls on the heartstrings. Like he doesn't need to say that, but he does,
But
you know.
I mean, I agree with you, but it's also one of the maybe because I've just watched 4 of these things. As soon as like this is my son, he doesn't talk, so he's gonna say, God bless you, everyone.
All right,
Come on. Come on. Like it's coming.
So you know, what I like too is, you know, every one of these has a version of the girlfriend.
Yep.
But I like this one the best because it shows her
Because
actually
you like
doing work. Here now.
Indiana Jones.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it's her mission. Like she works with the unhoused, and then the fact that he sees one of those people in the Ghost of Christmas Present. That was, I mean, it's not preachy. It's like it's a fact of life.
Yeah.
You know, and as we sit here in the Midwest, sitting in 3-degree weather, it is a very, you know, realistic thing. And to have that happen, or to have that be part of the story, I think really worked. And for him, like when he's playing the dog, when he's playing Frisbee, you know, and he's in the stands, like he realizes he made a mistake in his life. So it's just, I think it's more of the story and how the story is written as opposed to Bill Murray's acting, but you see more of that change because he realized he made bad choices throughout the way. I think that's what's unique with this one. So
something else this one does that the other ones don't, because they're very stringent on doing like it all in kind of in one night. Since this one doesn't, you get to see him go, oh, I'm better. Wait, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, and I liked seeing that sort of like the broken confidence, like him going to see, I'm forgetting her name right now. But his girlfriend, and like,
Claire.
he's like Claire, like trying to do better. And then the guy comes up talking to me like, get out of here. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm in the middle of something. It's like, oh, you thought you were better.
Fix yourself.
Yeah. No, you're not. And like, I like seeing like the attempted growth. I think that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But for me, the thing that makes the movie work and made me really enjoy it is the taxi cab ghost.
Yep, all the ghosts. I think
all the ghosts are good, but the taxi cab ghost, who I don't really know from anything, I'm looking him up. I'm like, who are you? Like, you're phenomenal. And like, I recognize him in like one, I don't remember what it was, but there's like one thing that I watched that he was in. But I'm like, he steals this movie. Like, to me, he's easily my favorite part. I thought he was hysterical.
I mean, I had to look him up at one just to check because he reminded me of the character Romero in Escape from New York.
Yeah,
just has a very similar look to him, and I remember looking at, is that him? Is that actor? I was like, no, it's not that actor. It just looks like him. But like, yeah, apparently that was someone who like Bill Murray wanted in the roles. Or they'd cast someone else or something. But yeah, I agree with you. That taxi driver ghost is probably the best part of the film outside of the night the reindeer died, because that's clearly the best bit of the film.
I see my dad hasn't put up the Christmas lights yet. It's Christmas Eve, Frankie.
But like for the taxi cab ghost, which is the David Johnson, I think his name is.
Yeah.
For him to be the best thing when you have Carol Kane, who shows up and just fucking owns her scenes.
Oh God, so fun.
Like, and she's just kicking the crap out of Bill Murray, like especially as he's giving a terrible performance. But it's worse with her around because he can't keep it together. There's parts where like she's beating the hell out of him, and he has a huge grin on his face. Like you can tell, like that's the best take they got. Because yes, like their chemistry was instantaneous. Like you could tell, like these two actually get along. Like they are so fun together. And that's even like when she came out and they told Chewie, like, this one just got another star. You can't put Carol Kane in a movie and not immediately get another star in your rating. Like that's just free points. She makes everything better.
By the way, watch Caught Stealing, the new Darren Aronofsky movie. It's got Carol Kane in it. It's great.
I mean, she was the best part of Gotham. Do you guys watch Gotham? She was great in Gotham.
Mm-hmm.
I liked John Forsythe as the Marley-esque character. That the zombie type approach with the golf. I mean, everything about that was great. And then when he's throwing him out the window and the boat is breaking, like the makeup gets kudos for sure.
Yeah, that was good and icky.
Yeah.
But for me, this is the least intimidating of like that first ghost, because like everyone else, like you get like they really get the fear in them of like, I fucked up, you don't want to be me.
Yeah.
And because they went for so jokey on it, it didn't really connect for me. But I agree, he looked incredible, and like the performance is great. All that's fun.
I mean, and they did the gag of drinking after getting shot. So
yeah, which there's way more liquid going out of him than going into him. But
yeah,
I get it. It's an effect.
I mean, it's generally usually more liquid coming out than going in when they do that effect.
That's true. And also,
because otherwise it just
going
dribble
from here to like over here. Like
yeah, I know, right?
But I get it. It's an effect, and it was funny.
You don't know. Maybe he had a really wide gullet. Like it just like starts goes down this way, then it just goes like there, and just.
It's like if I know anything about human anatomy, I've seen commercials. It's mouth, tube, bowl. No.
All right, Joel, you didn't like
your anatomy might be a little bit wrong there. There's a bowl in the human body.
I want Joel's thoughts. I'm excited.
And if there is,
movie.
Hey Joel.
Yeah.
Do your thing, cuz.
Hey, it's a brother this time. It's not a nephew.
That gives me joy every time I see it, even if it's directed at me. That's okay. It's okay. I've seen this movie a few times. I enjoy it well enough. It doesn't capture the Christmas feeling for me personally, and that's fine. It doesn't need to, but it's also something I don't go back to watch, and that's Bill Murray's fault mostly.
Someone listen to music?
No.
Maybe it's
Matt?
No.
It's just your son watching Bad Guys 2.
Watching Bad Guys 2, that's a possibility. That'd be pretty funny. I can see what you mean, Joel. Like, it's not for me, it's like a Christmas movie in the same light like the Die Hard is. Like, yes, it's absolutely a Christmas movie, but it's not like the curl up by a fire with your family in a cozy mood Christmas movie.
I mean, they talk about.
We're talking about. I deal with that with Die Hard all the time.
I'm not going back into this debate. I'm not doing it. No.
The fire just happens to be a building that's on fire.
Sure, but like that's like there's holiday movies that are meant to be enjoyed as a family.
Yeah.
That's Joel's. You have to endure that one.
And then there's like the violent night of like, we're gonna watch David Harbour just fuck up a bunch of criminals dressed as Santa because it's a ton of fun. Like I'm here for both of them, and Scrooge definitely feels more in like the let's watch people get fucked up. But it's good, and it was the only one of these that I actually really liked watching this time. Not that I didn't like the Muppets; it's still the Muppets. I love the Muppets, but I'm just tired of it. This was the only one because I had not seen this one before this watch, and I was like, this was a fun time, and I'm glad we watched it. But I never want to watch A Christmas Carol anything ever again. I'm done. I'm done.
It's a preachy story, and I think that getting 4 doses of it is a lot.
Yeah.
I saw something really funny recently. It was a post from one of the unions in one of the sort of like film unions or something. It basically said unions because it's very unlikely that your boss is going to be scared by 3 ghosts into doing the right thing.
Well, it's like I was at a Christmas party last night, and I was talking about having to do this episode because I'm like, it was a great idea, and then I watched it, and now I don't like it at all. And like, I honestly think part of the reason I don't like it is because I've lived in current times for too long. Billionaires don't do this. It's never going to happen. Like,
it's a tale for us poors to feel a little better.
Yeah, like exactly. Like this just feels like be compliant in your life, fucker. Like no, because I'm just like if Elon Musk had 3 ghosts show up to him in the night to tell him that he's been a bit of a prick, to put it mildly, he would try to sue the ghost. He would not try to get better. He'd be trying to figure out like what law firm will cover his they said mean things to me. I make Cybertrucks. Like, oh.
There are no ghosts in space.
I mean, to be fair, if it's Elon Musk we're talking about, he just call the ghost a pedophile.
But then he'd be friends with it. So
yeah, Tate's one to know one.
So yeah, it's an upsetting story. But to finish this up, Ryan had a good idea, and I think we should do it. This is not a ranking episode; it's kind of a special one-off episode. But we're still going to rank them. So we're going to go around the table, and we're going to say from I'm going to go least to best how we feel about these things. And since I'm the coldest on the franchise in general, I'm going to go first. My least favorite, lo and behold, is Joel's. I know, big surprise there. Number 2 is this is so obvious. Number 2 is gonna be Blackadder, but that one could rise later once I watch more Blackadder because it wasn't bad.
Skipped number 3.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? Number 3 is Blackadder. Then number 2 would be number 2 would be my own. Number 1 would be
Scrooged.
Yeah, Scrooged. Yeah, I was like, wait, what the fuck was it called? I had a plan where, like, when we said we're going to do this, I'm like, all right, number 5 is Joel's, number 4 is Matt's, number 2 is mine, number 1 or 2 is Ryan's, and number 1 is not watching fucking any Christmas Carol movie. But
it didn't go out. It didn't go so plan. Well, whoa,
no.
God, I can't talk.
I didn't write anything down, obviously, so that's how that happens. All right, Matt, you can go next.
Joel's at the bottom. I didn't even bother watching it, so you know.
You don't get to have a critique if you don't like
Matt's
it.
gonna watch it.
I watched the trailer. That was enough for me.
You have a top 3 and then a no contest. Like that's,
I watched the trailer and that was enough. Yeah, number 3 would probably be Scrooged. Like, Bill Murray's awful performance does really drag it down a bit. Like, there's some good moments in it. There's really good moments in it, but overall, not fantastic. Number 2 would be Blackadder, and then number 1 would be Muppets Christmas Carol, just because I think that might have actually been the first time I saw it.
That's surprising. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually seen it before. I was watching it going, see, I know this is a thing, but I don't remember any of this. And there's usually something of like I'll remember something at some point. I didn't really remember any of it. So yeah, I think that's the first time I've seen it.
Well, that's fun then.
Yeah.
Who would be next? Joel, you're next.
so there are no bad movies out of what we watched this past week. That said, Scrooge would be my 4th place. It's the Bill Murray of it all. It's a fun movie and all that, but it's not something we're going to go back to. Number 3 is Blackadder. I think I enjoyed it more than some other people here, but it goes back to not having the context of the series, but it was still a fun watch. Number 2 is going to be Muppets Christmas Carol, because I have fun with it, but it's also just not something I'm going to be going out my way to watch again. And number 1 is A Christmas Carol. Yes. Warts and all. This is the one I'll watch more than the other ones.
I mean, I saw you were doing something there, Brian, and I genuinely thought you were going to cut him off with something. And just don't let him announce.
No, let him talk.
One.
Yeah,
he just has to see what he's saying is number 1. He has to see it with his own goddamn eyes and still say, that's the best thing on the table. As long as that's what we're doing, I'm okay.
Look, PlayStation 3 was the best video game era, and it plays homage to that. So it's okay. It's okay.
It plays homage. It plays homage to PlayStation 2. Let's be honest here. That's not PlayStation 3.
Yes,
that's not PS3 graphics.
That's like PS2 CGI cutscene. It's PlayStation 3 graphics.
That's PS3.
PlayStation 3 was by the time they were being like, oh, we can make Pixar movies.
I don't know if I can.
It's like, no, probably not, but it's still fun.
No, that's Naughty Dog-ish. Like, I'll give it to Joel. It's still a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's a piece of shit, Joel.
Naughty Dog presents A Christmas Carol.
Where's Nathan Drake when you need him?
Shoot those fucking ghosts.
Hell, where's Joel from The Last of Us when you need him?
Yeah.
No, where's Abby from The Last of Us? Get your golf club and let's get this shit done.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for playing, Joel, for saying the worst one is the best one.
Yeah. No. Look, somebody has to be the arbiter of truth here. That's all I'm saying.
Arbiter of truth.
Yeah.
That's a bold statement there, Cotton.
Arbiter of bullshit, more like.
We did watch the same movie, right, Joel?
I am the harbinger of carries.
You can have these ones.
See, now I'm just thinking of like Carrie as in Carrie the film.
Yeah. No, it could be a bloody mess. We can go with that. That's fine.
All right, so my 4. Joel's number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Carol. Zemeckis just needs to stop making Christmas CGI 3D movies.
Well, I think you probably won that one, didn't you?
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
3 is Blackadder. I think with Brian too, if I'd watch a little bit more, because again, I like British television. I think I'd grow to appreciate it more. 2 is Muppets, which it's funny. I think everybody, nope, except for Matt's. But no, this is the second time I watched the Muppet. It was definitely different watching it with my son. So, and then of course 1 is Scrooge, just one that I can go back and watch. I laugh so much when he loses his shit at the restaurant, and I can just watch that scene.
That scene is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he actually falls. Like, he actually slips and falls on the water.
I saw about that as well. Like, the slip and the fall was real.
Yep. And there's nothing. It's just, it takes 2 another watch to watch Bill Murray fall on his ass. So, yeah.
Did anybody see that I changed Joel's nickname?
Arbiter.
I did wonder what you were doing. I thought we were going to get like some sort of weird AI image of Joel being spiked or something.
No.
Do a Christmas Carol of CGI Joels.
No. I don't put people's faces into AI because I don't like doing it.
I appreciate you for that much.
Yeah.
At least. Yeah.
Like, I've put my own face because they'll do that to myself, but I don't do it to other people.
Yeah, no, my face is a mess enough as it is. It doesn't need any AI crap adding onto it.
Well, like, I do things like I'm waiting for Chewy in I do have it here. I got this one ready to go. Hold on, how do you like this? So like I'm waiting for my wife in a what's gonna be the best way to I'll just show it this way. Yeah, in a mall, and I'm like, hey Chewy, I'm just outside. If you need anything, I'm a chair. And she's like, you're a chair? I'm in a chair. Sorry. And then I'm sitting there. I'm like, but it would be funny. And then I send her this. Hold on. That's what I use AI for.
I'd sit in that.
Like I said, turn me into a chair in the mall, late 90s, and then I get
I like how your beard is like just overwhelmingly the majority of the chair as well. Like,
just phenomenal. All right. What?
That's it. We're closing out the year. New season starts when we're back.
Yeah, that's it. So new season, since we still have not really discussed it, I think we're doing DCEU, which will be fun. Damn it. There will be good times, there'll be bad times. We'll have them all. And I'm excited to talk about it because I love talking superheroes. And
it will be the best of times. It will also be the worst of times.
It'll be the blurst.
Can it, Dickens?
But we'll get that started in January-ish. I have some traveling I have to do for work, so if this doesn't come back right away, we apologize, but we'll be back as soon as we can. It's been a fun year. I do have to ask one last thing before we wrap up, which I did not tell any of you I was going to ask, but I've been planning it the whole time. We covered quite a bit this year. What was your favorite thing we covered?
What did we cover this year?
I know, it's tough.
Texas Chainsaw.
Yep.
The Good Place.
That was
that
this year?
Didn't we at least do part of it this year?
I'm doing that same thing. I'm like, wait. Was that this year? Hold on.
I don't think it was. I think it was last year.
Jaws is my favorite.
Yeah, Jaws was good. That was a fun one.
Yeah, Jaws was good. Jaws 3 was good. Jaws 3 was great fun, actually.
I'm still annoyed that Ryan did not like that one as much as we all did, but it's okay.
I can't wait to watch The Shark That Roared. That movie needs to come. I may or may not have given them money.
We did get you to like it a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Jaws 3? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I like all of the Jaws movies. You're not going to change my opinion of them. I like them all. I can watch them at any time. It's just third one's not the one I go to the most.
3 is the best sequel.
All right, so
by a long line of cocaine.
Snorted by Dennis Quaid.
Yes. But this year we did Die Hard, we did Evil Dead, we did Jaws, and then we did Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
My God.
Joel's really leaning into it, guys.
Did we really do Die Hard this year? I thought.
I don't think we did Die Hard. Did we do Die Hard?
It started in January, yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
we recorded part of it in December of 24, but it started coming out.
Well, I'll go with Die Hard then, because
Die Hard's mine then too.
Yeah.
closely followed by Jaws. I think
Mine's Jaws, closely followed by Die Hard.
I think what does it is like the sequels, the Die Hard sequels. We're not including 4 and 5 in this discussion. They're just better as a series of films. I think Die Hard is better than Jaws.
Hey, I named 2 shows this week or this year. That's
you did.
fun.
You know, we did Evil Dead this year.
I said Evil Dead.
Yeah.
I somehow muted myself for half this conversation over the last 5 minutes. So
Because you're getting that fucking thing behind you.
But if you know, I'll go with Army of Darkness then, because I had my ups and downs of that series, but that movie rules.
Yeah,
Army of Darkness is a great film.
Yeah.
Mine will be Evil Dead. The entire Evil Dead franchise would be mine for sure, because that was just a ton of fun. I want to say Texas Chainsaw Massacre because it was a ton of fun to cover it, even though the movies were terrible. They were fun episodes.
Yeah.
So
what a great way to end the year.
Like, I mean,
what bullshit.
Do your thing, cuz.
I mean, it took a while, but we got a Texas Chainsaw Massacre eventually as well. It only took like 40 years of films, but
then we got that bus scene.
Yeah.
The bus scene was good. All right. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Tune in next year when we start with DCEU. I know that might not sound the most exciting, but remember, we just did Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If we can have fun talking about that, we can have fun talking about the DCEU. And there are some good things to talk about in it. Not as much as a lot of the fans would have liked, but there are some. We got Shazam. Shazam was good. Blue Beetle was good. First Wonder Woman, first 2/3 of it are good.
Batman vs Superman, actually really good film.
The ultimate cut, not the.
Yes, of course, the ultimate cut, like
yeah.
the one that didn't have the story cut out.
Yes.
We saw the same movie with Jesse Eisenberg, right?
I'll brush off my my Jesse Eisenberg defense conversation again.
These movies lengths are going to really test my patience and willpower here.
Only 2 of them. 2 of them will really push you. Being the Snyder cut, you're not gonna like.
Don't get me
Although
wrong. Some of these I'm going to treat like a mini series. Like
the Snyder cut you can do that with because it literally has chapters in it. It does like chapter 1, then it goes to chapter 2, so you can literally do it that way as well.
That makes me feel a little better.
Yeah.
That's why we're going to cover that one in one very long episode as opposed to doing 2 that week. Because it's just how else do you cover that fucking thing. All right. I think we've done it. I'm going to say goodbye to 2025. You've been a fucker of a year. I guess 2026 could be better. Let's find out. Because we have no choice. Time keeps moving. All right. Bye.
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 Yeah. Merry Christmas on that.
Chainsaw Bear.
Yeah. Chainsaw Bear.
Humbug.
Yeah. Just the back of Joel's fucking screen.
Merry Christmas.